Do you feel the vibes?
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Nitrostorm here and we're back with another video. As you can see here, we're going to be talking about the new release system. Now it's been out for a few days and I know that a lot of YouTubers have already created a video about this, but I just wanted to create a very informative video on the release system, with much detail as I can, but in a way that it's kind of visual, and hopefully you guys will be able to understand it easily. And if you haven't already, hopefully this will help out, but if you do already know about the release system, hopefully this video will help you clarify the information that is about the release system. So let's get right into it. So let's start off with the HOGYOKU'S will. As you can see, first off, K-Lab has given us 3 HOGYOKU'S will when they first released the release system, and we all get, like all the players that were currently playing, get 3 HOGYOKU'S will, and that will be able to make us make our first level 200 right off the bat. Now, to be able to release a character, you need to have 3 HOGYOKU'S will, and to have the character at 6 star, level 150, and 100% sultry. So even if you have, when you have green Kenny or red Kenny and you want to make them released, you need to upgrade those SP nodes. I'm sorry, but you just have to do it. Now, what happens when you level them up? Well, once you max them out at level 200, you will end up with 150% tree, and you get 1 HOGYOKU'S will back, as well as your ribbon being upgraded to a nicer looking ribbon. And the nicer looking ribbon, I would prefer that look, it's really nice. And so let's move on. So leveling up from level 150 to level 200 is, it's gonna be quite a feat. So from what thanks to some people in the Discord, they've given out some information on it, and I thought I should spread the word. As you can see, from level 150 to level 200, you need about 805,000 EXP. So that's quite a big number, guys. But if you think about in terms of farming, Cons Bonanza and stuff, getting the large EXP crystals, well, if you farmed a lot, it's actually not that much experience. As you can see here, it only totals up to 644 large experience crystals. So just look at that number, 644 isn't that much. Well, for me at least. But getting 644 may take some time if you're at 0 large XP crystals. But in the end, it's not too bad, guys. With time, it won't take that much time, and you'll have your level 200 soon. So don't lose hope, guys. So what happens when you max them out level 200? Well, we only get some total stat increase. So as you can see here, there's 2 different stat increases. So gacha characters get a different stat increases to the free characters. As you can see, for gacha characters such as Auburn Ichigo or Blue Kenny, or Danga Ichigo, and then you have the free characters such as Shika Ichigo, Cone, and the middle exchange characters, they get the free increase. So the gacha character increases get a total of 203 stamina, 95 attack, 57 defense, 55 focus, and 62 spiritual pressure. Now every single gacha character will get the same stat increase. Now I will go more into this like on another video with my opinions and so on, but for now I'm just going to be showing the information. And the free characters, as you can see, get half the stats from the gacha characters, and it's rounded down. As you can see, for stamina it's 101 instead of 203, 47 attack instead of 95 attack, 28 defense instead of 57 defense, 27 focus instead of 55 focus, and then 31 spiritual pressure instead of 62 spiritual pressure. Now, as you can see here, the free characters have been pretty much shafted, that they weren't given as much love as the gacha characters, but then again, everyone gets a stat increase. And moving on, the HOGYOKU'S will, how do you get it? Well, there's 3 different ways of getting the HOGYOKU'S will. For now, we have the raids, like we can do any raid, and there's a chance that you will get it, solo. or co-op raids, 5-star or 4-star raids, there will be a low chance of getting the HOGYOKU'S will. Now another way of getting them is by being a high rank in PvP. As you can see here, there's 5 different leagues that you can acquire the HOGYOKU'S will from, which is 4th seat, 3rd seat, lieutenant, captain and head captain. Now each tier of leagues will have different amounts of HOGYOKU will rewards. So if you look at the 4th seat, top 1500 will be able to get 1 HOGYOKU'S will per week. The 3rd seat, top 2500 people will get 1 HOGYOKU'S will a week. And then for lieutenant, there's 2 different tiers of ranks now. If you're ranked 251 or below, you get 1 HOGYOKU'S will a week. Top 250 in lieutenant, aka getting promoted to captain, that will give you 2 HOGYOKU'S will. And now moving on to captain, as you can see, there's 3 different tiers now. Rank 301 or below will grant you 1 HOGYOKU'S will. Rank 21 to 300 will grant you 2 HOGYOKU'S will. And then top 20 in captain, aka getting promoted to head captain, will reward you with 3 HOGYOKU'S will. So that's 1 new level 200 right there, just for getting promoted to head captain. Now for head captain, there's only 2 different tiers. Rank 31 or below will grant you 2 HOGYOKU'S will, but that would also mean you're going to get demoted back to captain. Now staying in head captain is basically top 30, which means as long as you keep staying in head captain without getting demoted, you will get 3 HOGYOKU'S will a week, which means every week you will have a new level 200 character in your inventory, which will be very nice. You'll be ahead, like far ahead from the the captains, lieutenants and so on. And then the third way to get it is by doing the new weekly order. And then as you can see here, the HOGYOKU'S will be added, like the HOGYOKU'S will reward. The reward for it will be added on the 4th of June. Now what you need to do to get the HOGYOKU'S will, you need to complete 30 daily orders. So if you do every single daily order, every day, you'll be able to get the HOGYOKU'S will on the 5th day. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's move on. Let's move on to the droplets. As you can see here, there's of course 5 different attributed droplets for each attribute in the game. Now these droplets are used for upgrading the released soul tree, and then I don't know why they use droplets, but they're shaped like tears because the grind will make you cry. Because you don't get that many droplets each run and you need a lot of them. But let's move on to the actual information regarding the droplets. So I did make someone level 200. You will find out who that will be in the next video. But for now, every single character that you release will need 80 technique droplets, 80 heart droplets, 80 power droplets, 80 speed and 80 mind droplets. Like every single release character will need 80 of every single colored attribute, plus I grade this out because it's determined by your character's attribute, because you will need 80 of the same type as the character. So for example, you made Fullbring Kenpachi for example, you release Fullbring Kenpachi, you will need 80 of each attribute, but then you need 80 more of his attribute. And Fullbring Kenny is a speed attribute, which means instead of needing just 80 speed, you need a total of 160 speed. Now this system will be applied to every single character, and that will and the node on the far right will depend on their attribute. So Blue Kenny would need speed on the far right, Dean would need mind on the far right, Kendo Kenpachi would need technique on the far right, and so on. It's always going to be like that. Now for the droplets, how do you get them? Well, for now there's only one way to get these droplets, and the only way to get them is by doing raids. You know, solo, co-op, 5-star or 4-star raids, any single raid you will get droplets. But to be able to get the droplets of the attribute that you desire, you need to do the raid of the same attribute, of course. Now usually 5-star raids are better than 4-star raids, you know, but sometimes, you know, with different luck comes, you know, different values. But for me, when I did a 4-star solo raid once, I got 0 droplets, so keep that in mind when you're trying to get these droplets, because you do need a lot and they don't give you that many, so you need to be farming a lot of raids. So that's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully I've given you guys some insight on how the release system is going to work out, and then yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video as well. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, and you know, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and it's been your boy Nitrostorm, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.